How did we get here? How did we step right into infanticide? But the root of this conversation should be the gospel, and the topic of our sin, abortion. Assembly Bill 2223, otherwise known as the Infanticide Bill, just passed the Assembly Health Committee, and it's moving its way up through our state legislature. Our very own doctor testified at that hearing, and he said a close inspection of this bill does allow for the legalization of killing innocent newborn children up to the age of 28 days after birth. If they get their way, the pro-choice politicians presenting this bill will put this on the desk of the governor to be signed into law in January of 2023. This news is heartbreaking, but I'm here to state the facts. We are already an infanticide state. According to the California Health and Safety Code 123466, abortion up to birth is legal if it is needed to protect the life or health of a mother. All a doctor has to say is that the procedure is needed for her mental and emotional health. Planned Parenthood isn't the only provider of abortions in our state. Many big-name medical groups, hospitals, and independently run clinics throughout California provide abortions of all kinds for varying gestations. A clinical trial is currently studying the efficacy of removing the second series of pills from a mail-order chemical abortion, and the federal government has already made it legal to order the abortion pill online, making it easy for a woman of any gestation to have at-home abortions. 20% of the time, the baby in those cases are born alive, with a heartbeat, and then they're flushed down the toilet or thrown in the trash. UCSF actively practices organ harvesting, requesting that all their abortion patients sign donation release forms before their abortions so that their fetuses become the property of the abortion provider to be sold. Here's the hard truth. We may all be up in arms right now about AB 2223 and what it could mean for the future of abortion as we know it. But there is absolutely no difference between the value of a child inside the womb or out. To put it bluntly, abortion and infanticide are exactly the same thing, only one separated by a little bit of time and varying definitions. And guess what? Over 360 abortions are performed in California every single day. When you survey the landscape of our culture's opinion on the sanctity of human life, AB 2223 becomes less of a shock and more of a matter of course. After all, what do you expect when the world around you is completely devoid of the gospel? But that is exactly why Alternatives Pregnancy Center exists. When legislation fails and the government elected by the people chooses its own course, we are still here. We are fighting the fight. We are showing women the hope of Christ and the love and support they need to navigate their unplanned pregnancies. We are here, day in and day out, to offer women medical care and alternatives to abortion as we proclaim the hope of the gospel. Join us, not only in the fight against AB 2223, but in the fight against the culture of death that pervades the very core of our city, our state, and our nation. Let's fight for life and transform our culture from the inside out with the gospel, one appointment, one woman at a time. To learn more about abortion, AB 2223, and how you can get involved, visit pgtest.org/abortion education.